Just literally just tried filming this video, but it was all jumbled. I didn't have an idea what I was talking about. So we're gonna try again. I have a feeling the same is gonna happen because I haven't got any notes or anything, but take two. Hi guys, it's Kat, and today we're going to be talking about my septum piercing, as I said we was going to last week. As I've said before, I've had it done twice now. This is the second time I've had it done. I had it done literally 364 days after this first time I had it pierced. So there's quite a difference in between, so I don't really remember much from the first time, but I remember obviously quite a lot from the second time. This one is 2 weeks old now, so I can change it. I'm not sure if I can change it on my own or if the piercer recommended going to her and getting it changed with it not being completely healed, just healed enough to get it changed. But I'm going to leave it a while anyway before I change it. So jumping straight into the first time I got it done. I got it done, the two places I got it done are literally like a 5-minute walk from each other. They're in my town centre. The first time I got it done, the first place I went to, they did it slightly cheaper at £15. It was also a more sketchy place. At the time, that was the place that I went to all the time for any piercings, because one of my friends went there and got a couple of hers done, and her boyfriend went there and got his tattoos done. Looking back, it was a sketchy place, and I probably should have gone somewhere else where I was going to pay more for it. A lot of the places around in my town centre did it for £20, whereas this place did it for £15, which should have probably been a hint, but I went to that place anyway and got it done. Nothing went wrong. It was fine. The reason I took it out was because I was looking for a job, and I had a horseshoe in, which is one of these. That's what I had it pierced with first. It obviously has another ball. It's not focusing. It obviously has a ball on that side as well. I just haven't put it back in because they're really fiddling to screw it on. Like I said, I was looking for a job, and I did order a bar to go in instead, but it came in the wrong size, and then I was like, had a job interview coming up, so I was like, F it, I'll just take it out and I'll see about getting it re-pierced another time. I don't really remember much about getting it pierced the first time. I remember that it bled a lot. There was the man doing it, and then there was a woman who was a tattooist watching, and she was saying, oh my god, she was like saying, that's bleeding a lot, close your mouth, that's disgusting, that's bleeding a lot. It literally felt as well, I could feel it coming down like I was having a massive nosebleed. After I had it done, it felt like I'd been punched in the nose, and it felt like that for a couple of days. However, after that, literally like a couple of days, and after that it was completely fine. It only really hurt if it got knocked, or if I moved it when it was healing and without like cleaning it first. That hurt a lot, but other than that it didn't really hurt all that much from what I remember. Now, the second time I got it done, I was a big fucking baby. I went to a different place. It cost me £20 there, and like I said, it was overall just a much better place to go. Another one of my friends went there for all his piercings, and he bought all like his tunnels and stuff like that from there. So we went, and looking around straight away, you could see it was like a better place to go. It just felt like a better, warmer, lovelier place to be as well. It was a woman this time that pierced it, and I was going with a friend who was getting her smiley done, which is like the little bit of skin just up there inside your mouth. She hadn't really had that many piercings before, and she went straight up and got it pierced and was done. Me, on the other hand, it took me about 15 minutes to get it done, which is actually quite a lot of time for a piercing, because it should take you just like boom in, boom piercing, then you're done. For me, I was up on the bed, then I was like, no, I can't do it, off the bed, then I was back up on the bed, no, I can't do it, off the bed, and then eventually my friend was like, Caitlin, get your ass in there and get it pierced now. So obviously I ended up getting it pierced. I remember it hurting, like, it didn't hurt a lot, it just felt, the needle felt sharper, if that makes sense. I just remember the needle feeling a lot sharper going through my nose. It is also pierced wonky, which is common for septum piercings. However, the first time I had it done, I never noticed it being wonky, but then I'm not sure if that's because I had a horseshoe in, because usually you can't tell if the wonky with the horseshoe in. You can tell though, like I say with that one, that it's pierced on a slanting angle. But like I said, with septums, that is normal for it to be pierced wonky, because it's extremely difficult to get them pierced straight. This as well, afterwards, literally for like a week, it hurt, and it didn't feel like me getting punched in the face, it just hurt a lot for like a full week without it stopping or anything. And then it gradually, a couple of days ago, it gradually stopped hurting, and like it doesn't hurt now, but it hurts a lot still if I bashed it. However, now I can kind of prod it a little bit, and it does hurt a little bit, but not as much. Like just doing that, I can't feel anything. But if it does get like a harsh smack, it obviously does hurt. I'm supposed to be able to change it today. However, I'm not sure if that's like, I'm gonna leave it for a while. I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna leave it till then and then change it to a horseshoe. The reason why I got it pierced with a barbell, which is one of these, but mine's a curved barbell. So instead of it being straight, it's obviously curved, and it's not as big as that. Well, maybe it is in fact, because this is one for your cheek. I got it done with a barbell this time so it could flip up in my nose easier and be hidden easier for work. I keep looking at myself, sorry. I also find, like I said, I'm just pulling things from what I remember here. I also find that if I knock it or mess with it a lot, it smells. And I read as you should always do with piercings, you should always read and look them up before you get one. And I read that this was going to smell a lot when you got it pierced. And the first time I did, I never experienced that. But with this, I did. I don't know if it's because I messed with it a lot more this time because I've been trying to get it to flip inside my nose for work and stuff. But it does smell a lot, especially if it's bashed or, like I said, messed with it. Right now I haven't messed with that all day except to clean it, so it doesn't smell at the moment. But if I was to start messing with it a lot, it would. It didn't bleed either this time I had it done at all. It did not bleed at all, which I was really surprised at because, like I said, the first time I got it done, it bled an awful lot. So that's it really, that's all I can really think of to talk about. To clean it, I cleaned it with salt water, hot salt water, which is what you do with most piercings. It's what I've done with all of mine, my cheeks, my snake bites, and the first time I had that done, and obviously the second time, just some hot salt water. And it works. Like I said, if you're going to get it done, research it a lot, ask your piercer about it. Some piercers will numb it for you, like the second time I had it done, they tried to numb it, but my nose was like, nah bitch, I don't want to be numb. The first time I had it done, they didn't, which is weird considering the fact that I feel like the second time I had it done was the most painful time I've had it done, but that's just how it's worked out. However, it is supposed to hurt more the second time you ever have something pierced because it's scar tissue. The thing I noticed with this though is that when I first got it pierced, it moved around a lot itself, and this side almost seemed like, I think it's because this side is slightly lower down, so it'd like tilt itself like that so you couldn't see this end, but this end was really far out. Whereas now that it's healed a lot, it seems to sit better in my nose and stay there. It doesn't seem as wonky either. Like when I first had it done, it seemed really wonky, but now that it's healed a bit, it doesn't seem as wonky. Like you can kind of tell from here it is, but like before it was like that in my nose. But they do say that after it's healed, it does look a lot better and it doesn't look as wonky and stuff. This video was really probably a lot of like I said, I haven't got any notes or anything. I've just kind of spoken as I've spoken and kind of like not had any order to it. So I'm sorry about that, but that's how I remember getting my first piercing and then having it done the second time as well. I hope you like this video, even if it was a bit all over the place. Next week I am doing something next week, cannot remember. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at the Neverland Queen, and I'm thinking about making a Twitter. I'm not sure yet though. Might do, might not. It's been a while since I've had Twitter. I used to have Twitter like 2 or 3 years ago, and I used to go on it like literally all the time. And I haven't used it in ages. I'm like, wow, it's so old. I was saying 2 or 3 years ago, and I was in like year 11. I was 16, and now I feel really old. Anyway, getting off topic. Bye.